is a story. Welcome everyone to your December 2016 Alchemy Scope, the end of the year already. Can you believe it? This year has flown by for me. So you're looking at Dragon Bear. He's my little ginger king there, and you're going to see him throughout this video. You'll already notice that there's some format changes to the Alchemy Scope, and you're going to see that this month. December 2016 is a condensed scope. There's going to be more that will come back in January for the 2017 cycle. However, it's still progressing. So yeah, I'll be excited to see what emerges for January as well. But those should be uploaded by the middle of December or by the third week, by Christmas, let's say, of December. So let's get started. There's a couple things. One is I want to remind all of you that are interested in getting your 2017 evolutionary story forecast and guidance video from me to go ahead and place your order below. There is a couple week lead time, and to get it before your 2017 starts, you are more than invited to connect with me. Again, the link is below. Let's talk about now, for this December 2016 cycle, what is activated. Now, as you know, if you've tuned in before, we're tapping into the Macrocycle. What is the story, the unfolding, evolutionary, spiraled story for humanity as a whole at this time? To do that, we tap into the Sabian Symbol. This month, the Sabian Symbol is at the point of 7 degrees 43 minutes Sagittarius, and it's occurring today. I'm recording this on the new moon, so which is the 29th of November 2016. And so the energies of the new moon are very well imbued throughout this video for all of the scopes this month. Now, there's something very special about this moon. One is the symbol is amazing, which we'll talk about, but I want to start with the 7-degree point. Last month, October's new moon, Scorpio new moon, also had a 7-degree 44-minute Scorpio point that the new moon occurred at. Next month, we have a 7-degree Capricorn new moon occurring. That leaves 2016 with 3 sevens at the end of the year. 7 represents the great mysteries. 7 represents magic, the unknowable realm, investigating, discovery in that which cannot be fully known. 3 sevens represents, casino wins, abundance, flow, luck. There's a lot going on in the world, and there is a simultaneity with the magic that is at hand. So I want you to drink in what the universe is displaying for us here. To end this very intense 9-cycle 2016 year with 3 sevens is not a small deal. It's a big deal. And what Joanne Walmsley from Sacred Scribe says about 777 is it reminds us that we are here at this time to spiritually evolve, and that we do this by expressing the highest and best of ourselves and embracing our unique abilities, whatever they may be. Now look at the symbol. Within the depths of the earth, new elements are being formed. Indeed, with so much activated astrologically, there is new aspects of psyche, new clarity about soul patterns, about karmic patterns, about imprisoning, the imprisoning of humanity, how we've been as a collective very held, very contained, very deceived. And there's much, much, much transparency that has been occurring for the last 3-4 years, but it's been exponential. And 2016 was the year of what I called the year of discernment, because there was so much raising its frequency, coming out of the closet, coming out of the shadows, becoming clear, or at least coming up for us to see that indeed there are new things being formed. So again, within the depths of the earth, new elements are being formed. What Dane Rudhyar writes about this symbol is the alchemical fire, which both purifies and transforms the very substance of humans' inner life. Forces are at work in the deepest layers of the psyche, which in their own way respond to the outer stimulation produced by a strong involvement in group ambitions and emotions, and even more by the powerful tensions and releases of love. An alchemical process goes on, usually unnoticed by the conscious ego, until it becomes obvious that a kind of mutation has taken place and a new level of awareness and of responses to life has been reached. One of the key phrases for this symbol is psychic gestation. So again, within the depths of the earth, new elements are being formed. Within each of us, new elements are being formed, period. And November was the precursor for that. December will bring this forward. It's a very powerful month. Now, let's move on to your particular sign and see what is your unfolding. Cancer. So let's take a look and see what is activated for you. What is your microcycle this month? What is your unfolding story? So I pulled the I Ching for you, and you received 2 I Ching hexagrams. Powerful message. The first I Ching hexagram that came forward was number 49, Revolution, and it came with changing lines, and it became number 37, Extended Family. So what this is talking about, so the combined message of both of these hexagrams are bringing forward the holistic message for you versus one happening first and then changes happen to create the next. So this is talking about the combined story for you. This month, December 2016, there's going to be revolution occurring with family, and the revolution speaks to what was stable is now becoming unstable. So there's a movement from stability and pattern and repetition and a level of calm, essentially, to things are stirring and things are moving more into a state of chaos. So there is a need for movement. There's a need for change. There's a need for a shift. And for you, it has to do with family. So extended family has to do with a husband or a partner or a wife, or it has to do with your entire family, so a partner and perhaps children. And it also could have to do with your birth family, so your parents, or your family, your children. So this is about your blood family, or for those of you that don't have family, it's about your immediate tribe, your immediate network that's like a family to you. So for a lot of Cancers out there, we're tapping into a storyline of unfolding that has to do with shifts and changes happening with family. Now, if we look at the growth theme for you this month, it's interesting because you're receiving number 45, Yogini. This is from Penny Slinger's 64 Dakini Oracle. And Yogini talks about the yoga practice. Now, yoga means to yoke or to join. So what Penny Slinger writes is, she is the Dakini, meaning Yogini, is the Dakini who brings the wonders of the yoga practice into play. And of course, it means to yoke and to join. So if there's a revolution happening with family, your growth edge is to actually bring disparate elements together. Okay? Now, further about Yogini, let's see what Penny writes here actually. Because there's different types of yoga. Essentially, the full description of Penny's write-up of Yogini is located in the online library, which has various elements in there for you, but those are also part of it, and that link is below in the description. So Penny talks about the different kinds of yoga practice, okay? But let's see what she says here. The system from which this oracle was inspired creates temples dedicated to the 64 yoginis. In this context, the term yogini refers to a female practitioner who has achieved a level of attainment, a form of the goddess, and or the attendant to the goddess. The yoginis were considered capable of bestowing magical powers and boons on both the material and the spiritual planes. Now, as you can see from the images that we're looking at here, yoga is about strength and flexibility, both. It's both and. So the practice of, because yoga is a very generalized term, but the practice of the postures is one aspect of yoga in the West that we associate most with the term yoga. But you can see here that the physicality of these moves is reflecting both strength and flexibility. So yoga is about joining or yoking together spirit and matter, but it's also about strength and flexibility. This is both on the body level, the mind level, and the spiritual level. So that's the growth theme for you. This is about you becoming strong, flexible, resilient. Okay? Now, Cancer, let's move to your mantra. This month, I have been working on mantras that are going to be part of a deck called the Cauldron. So let's read what came up for you this month. Cancer, for you, the mantra is this: I run toward the desiring. I do not wait any longer. I run now. The embodied victim is finally dissipating. Chainlessness radiates, and I run. I realize my power easily now. I am free. So I find this, Cancer, an interesting mantra to have emerged for you this month, because with a revolution happening and with the growth edge being to bring together, to yoke, to join that which has been partitioned, that which has been disintegrated. This is about you running toward that which you love, which means something to you, that which you desire. There's a freedom at hand with you running toward what is delightful to you. So there's something released. There's some chains being released for a lot of Cancers this month. So I'm sending you so much love and support. For those of you celebrating the holidays, I'm wishing you a very Merry Christmas or Happy Holiday Season. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. You are an embodied reflection of Source. You are thus infinitely empowered, abundant, and a co-creator with your context always. You are an alchemist. Divination works because the web of life is intelligently organized with coordinated and storied agency.